From 1956 through 1977, the Baltimore Orioles set the gold standard for third base play in the American League. The two third basemen were George Kell and Brooks Robinson. George Kell only played 2 years with the Orioles, but he brought 8 gold gloves with him, and he helped mentor the next third baseman, Brooks Robinson, who eventually won 16 gold gloves consecutively. That's the most in Major League history, tied with Jim Cott, 16 consecutive gold gloves at pitcher. George Kell and Brooks Robinson were both from Arkansas, and both happened to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame on the same day in 1983. When Brooks Robinson retired, he had Major League records for third baseman: 971 fielding percentage, 2,870 games, 8,902 chances accepted, 618 double plays, and he ranked second with hits himself, 2,848. And when you look at Brooks Robinson, you really see the Baltimore Orioles of those championship seasons in the 60s and 70s. The Orioles excelled on defense. Mark Belanger at shortstop, Paul Blair in center field, Davey Johnson at second base. And later, in 1973, when Bobby Grich came up and played second base for the Orioles, that 73 Oriole infield was probably one of the greatest defensive infields ever, with Robinson at third, Belanger at short, and Bobby Grich at second base. Brooks was not fast. He was a slow runner, but his reflexes were better than anybody else's, and his eye-hand coordination was terrific. He threw right-handed, batted right-handed, but he ate and wrote with his left hand, and his left hand, he said, was his strongest hand, the one that he wore the glove on. And I think that gave him an advantage over other third basemen. By all accounts, he's the greatest defensive third baseman the game has ever seen, and also, by all accounts, one of the kindest and humblest. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics and game number 69 in the Apba All-Time Greats Tournament. We're going to use basic Apba today through and through, including stealing. I do not have the steal ratings for the Dodgers, so it'll be basic Apba. I still give the catchers a chance to throw the runner out with this little chart here. And so that's how the stealing will be handled today. Mike Cuellar is a grade A pitcher, YZ modifiers. He's ready to pitch. Maury Wills is in the box. Here's the first pitch of this new series. The 1969 Baltimore Orioles and the 1963 Los Angeles Dodgers. Read the black die first. 34 is a fly ball to center field caught by Paul Blair. And Maury Wills is the first out. Brings to bat Junior Gilliam. 26 is a fly ball to Paul Blair as well. I think Paul Blair had 8 gold gloves in his career. He played on 2 All-Star teams. And now Willie Davis, the Dodgers center fielder, steps into the box. 31 is a 9 against an A. That's going to be a ground ball to Mark Belanger at shortstop. Throws over to Boog Powell. 3 outs. Go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Orioles coming to bat. Sandy Koufax is pitching for the Dodgers in Game 1. He is a grade A, C pitcher. XY strikeout letters and Z control modifier. Here's the pitch to Paul Blair. 61 is a fly ball to right field. Tommy Davis is under it. He makes the catch. 1 away. Don Buford. Left fielder. He had a son who also played in the major leagues, and I coached against his son in California. And believe it or not, we threw him out trying to steal second base, I think 3 times in one game. Our catcher, his name was Mark McAleer. He did not have a great strong arm, but he had a very quick release for a catcher and was very good at catching base runners. Anyway, here's the pitch to Buford. 23 is a ground ball to third base, and that is handled by Ken McMullen. 2 up and 2 down for the Orioles. Here is Frank Robinson. 24 is a swing and miss for strike 3. We go to the top of the second, no score. Mike Cuellar in 1969 was 23 and 11 with a 2.38 earned run average. Tommy Davis leads off for the Dodgers in the top of the second inning. 53 is a 17. The Orioles are fielding column 1, and that is a fly ball to Frank Robinson in right field for the out. Dodgers are fielding column 3. Your total adds up to 35. Here's the pitch to Frank Howard. 6-3 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 away. And Moose Skowron. 31 is a base on balls. Moose Skowron is the game's first base runner. Slow runner. The Dodgers will play it safe at first base. Catcher Johnny Roseboro. .46 is a fly ball to Frank Robinson in right. That closes out the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Boog Powell leads off for the Baltimore Orioles. And the way he got his nickname Boog is because of his mischievous playfulness when he was growing up and pretty much all through his life. His parents said, as in, what is that little bugger up to now? Here's the pitch to Boog Powell. 61 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Maury Wills. Throws the first, 1 away. And now Brooks Robinson. 34 is the roll. That's a fly ball to center field caught by Willie Davis. 2 outs. And Davey Johnson. 8 against a AC pitcher is pop out to the third baseman, Ken McMullen. It's been 6 up and 6 down for Sandy Koufax. We go to the top of the third. No score. Dodger third baseman Ken McMullen leads off against Mike Cuellar. 36 is a pop-up, and it has a Y. And he's got the Y modifier, so it's not a pop-up; it's a strikeout. Ken McMullen is a strikeout victim, 1 down, and here is Sandy Koufax. 41 is a ground ball to Mark Belanger at shortstop. Throws Koufax out, and there's 2 down. Maury Wills. 31 is a 9 against the A, and that is a ground out to shortstop. 6-3. Go to the bottom of the third, no score. In the bottom of the third, it'll be the last of the Orioles' order, Belanger, Etchebarren, and Cuellar. Here's the pitch to Mark Belanger. 42 is a walk. First Oriole base runner. Brings up the bat, the catcher, Andy Etchebarren. 43 is a 29. And that's a Y. That's going to be a strikeout. He has a Y modifier. Mike Cuellar. .26 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Third strikeout for Koufax. And here we have Motormouth Paul Blair. Fly ball to Frank Howard in left field. That's the end of the third. No hits, no runs, no errors for anybody so far. We go to the top of the fourth, no score. Junior Gilliam will lead off for the Dodgers. He's a former Negro Leagues player. Here's the pitch to Junior Gilliam. All right, that roll is a 1-6. 28 is the result. Round out to shortstop, 6-3. Willie Davis. Fly ball to left field. 2 outs. And now Tommy Davis. One 4 is a fly ball to left field as well, caught by Don Buford, and that's the end of the top of the fourth. We go to the last of the fourth. Still no hits, no runs, or error for anybody. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and Sandy Koufax will have Don Buford, Frank Robinson, and Boog Powell. Here's the pitch to Don Buford. 42 is a base on balls. Fast runner at first for the Orioles. All right, Frank Robinson steps to the plate. Here's the pitch from Sandy Koufax. 1-6 is going to be a 28. It's a ground ball to Maury Wills, who throws to first. Buford goes to second. He'll be in scoring position for Boog Powell. Cleanup hitter for the Orioles. 37 homers, 304 average. Here's the pitch from Koufax. 46 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Powell goes back to the dugout. Koufax's 4th strikeout. And now Brooks Robinson. Base hit here could put the Orioles on top. Here's the pitch. 65 is a foul out or pop out, in the foul territory to the third baseman, Ken McMullen. And the Orioles are retired in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors for anybody. We go to the top of the 5th. No score. 6'7", Ohio State athlete. Frank Howard steps to the plate in the top of the 5th against Mike Cuellar. And that it did not fall off the table, so that it's a 5. And now it just did. So that's a foul ball. Dice that roll off the table at Apba Baseball Classics are foul balls. We'll do that again. 36 is a 14 and a walk to Frank Howard. Slow runner at first. Dodgers will play it safe on the bases. Here is Moose Skowron. Skowron's going to score around and try to sacrifice. Not something he's done a lot in his career. 53 is a 20, and that is a safe on error by the first baseman, Boog Powell. And the Dodgers have runners at first and second, E3. Skowron's at first. Howard is at second. Both are slow runners. Both they'll be playing safe on the base pass. Johnny Roseboro. Okay, he'll probably swing away. I think that chances would be better than if he bunted and then you've got McMullen, the pitcher. He's going to swing away. Here's the pitch. 31 is a 14. 2 balls and no strikes, I think. No, yeah, that's 2 balls and no strikes. Cuellar has a Z modifier for control. 55 That's a ground out to the third baseman, Brooks Robinson, who must go to first to get the runner, 5-3. And it works like a sacrifice. Everybody gets to move up. Second and third, only one out, but here's Ken McMullen, the third baseman. Orioles will play the infield in. Here's the pitch. 34 is a 31. And that is going to be a fly out to very shallow center field, not deep enough to score the run. And that's 2 outs. Here's the pitcher, Sandy Koufax. .44 is a 23, fielding column 1. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Coming in hard is Frank Robinson, and he makes a shoestring catch in right field for the 3rd out. Runners are stranded in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, still no score. Davey Johnson leads off the last of the 5th for Baltimore. Nothing but zeros on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch from Sandy Koufax. 64 is a 36. That's going to be a ball. Another ball. We're halfway to a walk the hard way. And 33, that's going to be the first hit in the game. Davey Johnson. 1-5 is a double for Davey Johnson to lead off the 5th inning. First scoring threat for the Orioles. Average speed at second. Shortstop Mark Belanger, who had his best offensive season in 1969, hit .287. I think he is going to sacrifice. Try to get him to third with less than 2 outs. There's the pitch. 33 is a 7, and so I blow a hit there. That would have been a run-scoring single. Runner goes to third. Play is fielded by the first baseman, Scourin, who throws to the second baseman covering first. So successful sacrifice, 3-4. Johnson goes to third. Catcher, Andy Etchebarren. And, you know, really, I should have done that. This is the Orioles. And temporarily I forgot. It's, you know, get somebody on and get the 3-run homer. Earl Weaver did not sacrifice or hit and run. He always tried to get base runners on base anywhere they could and then try to hit the home run. Here's the pitch to Andy Etchebarren. 42 is a swing and miss for strike 3. 2 outs. And Mike Cuellar becomes the hitter. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a line drive right to the pitcher, Koufax. He makes the catch, and that's the end of the 5th. There was a hit. We go to the top of the 6th, 0-0. Maury Wells leads off in the top of the 6th. He was the NL MVP in 1962 when he stole 104 bases. Here's the pitch from Mike Cuellar. 61 is a fly ball to right field caught by Frank Robinson. 1 away. Junior Gilliam. 26 is the roll. That's a fly ball to center field. Paul Blair ranges over and makes the catch. 2 down. Willie Davis. 55 is a 8 against the A pitcher. That's going to be a pop out to third base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. No score. Paul Blair at the top of the order leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for Baltimore. 1-3 is a 40, and that is a foul ball for strike 1. 61 is a fly ball to right field, and that's caught by Tommy Davis for the first out. Here's Don Buford. 35 is a base on balls. That's the third walk surrendered by Sandy Koufax. Now Frank Robinson. 35 is a 14. He has a Z modifier, so that's 2 balls and no strikes. Koufax would not have had a Z modifier early in his career. He did struggle with control. Later he mastered that part of pitching. 61 is a 42, and that's a hit by pitch ball. Frank Robinson, who was very often hit by pitch balls, because he stood right on top of the plate, he leaned over his head and top of his body were generally over the plate. So first and second, and 1 out. Here is Boog Powell, who has grounded out and struck out. 46 is a strikeout. 2 down, and now Brooks Robinson. .21 is a fly ball to left field. Frank Howard has it, and that's the end of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. Nothing. Combined, Koufax and Cuellar has pitched 12 innings and surrendered only 1 hit. Tommy Davis leads off for the Dodgers in the 7th inning. This is the point of weakness inning. 3 bad things happen to a pitcher. His grade goes down by 1 letter grade. Here's the pitch to Tommy Davis. 42 is the roll. That's in 9. Against an A, that's going to be a ground out to shortstop. 6-3, 1 out. Frank Howard. .32 is a 26. Ground out to Davey Johnson at second base. 4-3, 2 away. And now Moose Skowron. .62 is a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down. And Mike Cuellar has retired 9 in a row. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Nothing. Davey Johnson leads off for the Orioles, future manager for, I think, 4 different teams. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Maury Wills. He makes the play, and there's 1 away. Mark Belanger. 41 is also a ground out to Maury Wills. Here is Andy Etchebarren. 35 is a 36. That's ball 1. 61 is a ground out to shortstop. So 3 ground outs to Maury Wills takes care of the Orioles in the 7th. We go to the 8th. Dodgers nothing, and the Orioles nothing. John Roseboro leads off the top of the 8th inning for the Dodgers. Very famous for a fight he had in 1962 with Juan Marichal of the Giants. There was a baseball bat involved. Here's the pitch to Roseboro, 63. Fly ball to center field. Caught by Paul Blair. 1 away. Third baseman Ken McMullen. 61 is going to be a rollout to Mark Belanger at short. And now Sandy Koufax. 36 is 33. That's going to be Y, and that's a strikeout. We go to the last of the 8th. Nothing. Pitcher Mike Cuellar leads off for the Orioles. I saw him hit a home run one time in Municipal Stadium against the Royals, and that was discouraging to see a pitcher hit homer against my team. Here's the pitch to Mike Cuellar. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Cuellar. Can he do it again here against Koufax? No, there's no 1s on his cards. He can't do it here. Could get a triple. 1-4 is a 6. That's a double for Mike Cuellar. So he's on second, now the top of the order. They run the jacket out to Cuellar, and here is Paul Blair. he will square around. It's still not easy to bunt against Koufax. Terrific fastball, 12-6 curveball. Here's the pitch to Koufax, by Koufax. 53 is a 16, and that is going to be a runner steals third. So the Dodgers go to sleep, and Cuellar takes third. Rosebo is a 7 defensive catcher, so that's 11-16. He'll throw him out, and 64-66 will be an error. 21, he's safe at third, so alert base running by Mike Cuellar not being held at second. And that'll take the bunt out of the picture. Once again, I'm not Earl Weaver, so occasionally I might bunt. Here is Paul Blair. He's going to swing away. Here's the pitch, and the Dodgers are playing the infield in. 41 is a 24. And that's a fly ball to shallow left field, caught by Maury Wills. Cuellar is going to test Wills, and here's the throw home. He is out. 6-2, double play, and that takes care of the threat. Don Buford. 2 outs, nobody on. 34 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Willie Davis. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Dodgers nothing, and the Orioles nothing. All right, here's Maury Wills, who cut the runner down at the plate to preserve the zeros on the scoreboard. Mike Cuellar is back out the pitch to 9th. He has no marks against his point of fatigue. Pitch to Maury Wills. 25 is a 11. That's a base hit, and he'll steal second on the first pitch. We give Etchebarren a chance to throw him out. Etchebarren is a defensive 7, so that's 11-16. He'll be safe. There goes Wills. 54, he is in there easily with a hook slide and in scoring position with nobody out. Single by Maury Wills breaks up Mike Cuellar's no-hitter. He had only walked 2 batters, 1 reached on an error. Junior Gilliam's up there, and he is going to sacrifice, try to get Wills to third. 1-3 is a 14, and it's a Z. Let's see, wait a minute. 2 balls, no strikes. Still bunting. 25 is an 8. That's going to be a successful sacrifice fielded by the pitcher Cuellar, who throws the Davy Johnson cover at first. 1-4 sacrifice. So Wills singled, stole second, is bunted to third. He's 90 feet away with 1 away, and Willie Davis is the batter. The Orioles will play the infield in. Here's the stretch and the pitch from Mike Cuellar. 31 is a 9, and that is a fly out to deep center field. Wills will tag and score on the sacrifice fly by Willie Davis. The Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. With 2 outs, Tommy Davis comes to bat. Here is the pitch, 55. That's a 7. That's going to be a clean single to right field. That's the second mark against Cuellar's point of fatigue. Fast runner at first, Frank Howard. Here's the stretch and the pitch to the big man who makes that bat look like a toothpick in his hands. 53 is a 16. Fielding column 1. That's a single to center field for Frank Howard. Davis goes to second, and Cuellar's grade goes to B. He's now a BYZ pitcher. Moose Skowron. 2 outs. 23 is a 29. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. 1-3, third out. But on 3 hits, the first 3 hits for the Dodgers, they score a run and take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the 9th inning. Sandy Koufax will be pitching to the heart of the Baltimore Orioles order. Frank Robinson, Boog Powell, and Brooks Robinson. He has allowed only 2 hits, 2 doubles, walked 3 batters, and hit another. Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson. 6-6 roll. It's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A home run for Frank Robinson. And the Orioles tie it in the bottom of the 9th. It is 1-1. Boog Powell. 1-1 roll for Boog Powell. That could be. It might be. It is back-to-back home runs for the Baltimore Orioles, and the Orioles will walk off a 2-1 victory over Sandy Koufax and the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 9th. The final score, Baltimore 2, Los Angeles 1. We'll be back with the wrap-up in just a minute. Here today at Baltimore Memorial Stadium, both offenses were suffocated by 2 terrific pitchers, Mike Cuellar and Sandy Koufax. No one had a hit in the game until the 5th inning when Davey Johnson led off with a double. And then there were no more hits until Cuellar doubled in the 8th. And Cuellar himself had a no-hitter going into the 9th inning, broken up by Maury Wills, who singled and scored, and 2 more hits in the 9th. But the blows of the day were by Frank Robinson and Boog Powell homering off of Sandy Koufax in the bottom of the 9th to give Baltimore the victory. The Dodgers scored 1 run on 3 hits and no errors. The Orioles scored 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Mike Cuellar. 9 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Sandy Koufax was the loser. 2 earned runs, 4 hits, and 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Star of the game, Mike Cuellar, who nearly pitched a no-hitter, lost it in the 9th, also doubled off Sandy Koufax, which is probably what he'll remember longer. He'll probably remember getting a double off the great one, probably longer than the near no-hitter that he threw here. So the Dodgers fall down 0-1 in this best-of-3 series. The Orioles go up 1. We'll be back tomorrow with Game 2. Hope you enjoyed this game. Have a good day, and God bless.